Guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video, there's gonna be another video also, but today's video, get that down. I had a gentleman, his name is Sam Thompson. I had talked a few weeks ago about getting some old baits and doing some videos with them. And because my granddaddy, or it's actually my great granddaddy, I can remember him giving me an old 747 Plano tackle box. Still got it to this day. And it had some of these older baits on it. Man, I wish I'd have still kept some of those old baits. I didn't. I was young, really young, 7, 8, 9 years old. Didn't understand the value of them. But I'm intrigued by older baits. I've always hear people, the new baits are so realistic. And then you see some of the older baits, you go, man, how'd they catch them on it? And I remember one time in a Tuesday night tournament, I won a tournament on an old Hellbender. And if you ain't seen a Hellbender, please go look it up. It's a crazy bait. Man, you can reel that thing through a briar bush and it doesn't get hung up. Well, Sam Thompson, a real loyal listener, sent me a box. I got a box in the mail. He sent me a real nice letter. And I want to read a little bit of the letter. I'm not going to read the whole thing. And kind of give you a backstory. He said, here's the backstory on these. My old buddy John Goff in Branson, Missouri, that's like my second dad to me, gave me this a few years ago. He calls him Pops. He's 87 years old now, and his health has stopped him from going on fishing trips like they used to do together. And he had these in his tackle box. And, man, if you don't have like a granddad that gave you some of these baits and had some of these baits, it's just amazing to look back at history at the advancement of baits. And so I've been thinking, I want to do some videos where I look at, they didn't have the technology we have now. They didn't know how deep baits run, and it's crazy how things have changed. So what I've done is I'm going to do some videos on these. I have thought hard because it's very scary using baits that some of them are just super old. But he sent me a bunch of the baits. And I'm going to try my best. And I don't know if I can. I don't know if I'll be able to catch some of the fish. And I'm going to try. And I'm going to try to catch some fish on these older baits. And I'm going to try to do a video on it. And we're going to dedicate that video. And I'm going to make sure I get his name right. Call him Pops. I'm going to dedicate that video when we do it to John Goff. He's 87 years old. So he probably doesn't get to fish like he once did. So we're going to try to help him relive some of his old fishing trips. So I'm going to pull a few of these baits out, and they are some really extraordinary baits. Some of them are not so old. Some of them are old, and some of them are new. And it's just amazing the technology they had back then. Okay, one of the first ones I'm going to pull out is a Lazy Ike. I want you to take a look at this bait. He's got styrofoam on it with hooks no hook. It's called a Lazy Ike. I would assume you probably need to throw this on a spinning reel. I bet you this bad boy with the angle of the bill would be amazing around rocks. I don't know. I'm going to give it a shot. But it's got a cool crawfish, orange and black color. So it would probably be really awesome around rocks. And I think that's awesome. But here's the one, and I'm going to save that until last. I'm going to save the one till last. They sent me this one, and like I said, I don't know the names of all these lures. I don't know what all of them are even called. Here's one right here. It's a field mouse by Creek Chub. Look at this. Look at this little thing. Little diving mouse. Got real hair. This is like probably deer hair, rabbit hair. How cool is that? Is that amazing? I'm going to take a couple more of these. This is a thin fin. Now, I've seen these baits before. I don't know who makes them, but that right there will catch some fish. I guarantee you, if you throw that around come on, Drake, you can get in the video too. I guarantee you, if you throw that around schools of shad, man, that thing would catch them. And this is my son. This is Drake. Say hey, Drake. Say hey to the camera. We're doing a little small video. He's been riding this four-wheeler all week. He's out of school. Bored as all get out. But I guarantee you that bait will catch them when you throw it around some shad, or just when they're you could probably throw that around in places. That was probably a square bill before square bills. And I'm going to show you one more lure. There's tons of them in a box. He gave me a ton in a box. But this one, I don't know what it's called. If somebody could tell me what this is called, I would love it. it looks like a frog. And I don't even know how we go about throwing it. I'm assuming you throw it really like a crankbait. I have no idea how this is going to be thrown. Look at that. Is that cool? That's an old lure. I don't see any markings or names on it. If you can tell me what this is, that would be awesome. We're going to try to catch some on this too. But there's several more baits in there he sent. And so when we do the video where we actually catch them on them, I'm going to dedicate that to Pops. And that's for you, man. But thank y'all for watching. Thank you so much, Mr. Sam, for sending these baits very kindly. And I'm just honored that some people would send me some of this stuff. It's amazing some of the stuff I get in the mail. I try to help people, and some people they just are so giving. Restores faith in the world that they're not all bad people out there. But those are just a few of the baits. There's a ton more in there. But guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And Drake, tell them.
Ring the bell.
There you go.